Hey guys, it's Megan with Vigilante Vibes Podcast, and today we are going to talk about Daredevil Born Again episodes 5 and 6, and what an absolute banger both episodes were, in very, very different ways. Episode 5 was the bank robbery, which felt very out of place. I'm not sure why they decided to make it the 5th episode of all episodes, because it really didn't have anything to do with anything in the story. Just I feel like it would have made more sense to do it at the beginning. Yeah, right? I think so. Or not at all. But I still liked the episode. It was a good episode. It was a good episode for not even Daredevil, but Matt Murdock. But a lot happened in the episode. Like, we got Mr. Khan, Yusuf, Miss Marvel's dad, who was just fawning over her every chance he got, and it was so cute. I thought it was so sweet. But it was nice to see him again, and nice to see that tie-in. I saw a lot of people who said it was a useless tie-in. Like, it was, what did it have to do with the show? What does Miss Marvel have to do with Daredevil? What do any of these connections have to do with any connection in Marvel? That's what they do. They make connections. Like, who cares? You didn't see her. You saw a Funko. It's fine. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. There was a few things, like, Yusuf discloses that Kamala Khan, his daughter, won't say that it's Miss Marvel, but we all know, was in California. What is she doing in California? I'm here to tell you she was probably recruiting the Young Avengers with Kate Bishop, because that's the only thing that makes sense. What is that Jersey girl doing in California? Like, come on. But yeah, then we got another thing where Yusuf says, what kind of lawyer are you? And he says, a really good one. And I squealed. I was like, oh, he said it. But yeah, that was an Easter egg from his first appearance in the MCU and Spider-Man No Way Home. And I thought that was really nice. But that episode was very, very self-contained. It didn't have anything to do with anything. I think it was just mentioned in episode 6 by Heather. So I guess you could say it was a one-shot, like it's a comic. Haha. That wasn't very funny. I'm very sorry. But episode 6. How do I put this into words? Episode 6 was exactly what I wanted from this show. This is what I wanted. I wanted the rawness. I wanted the violence, the fight scenes. I wanted Matt Murdock to show that he still has Daredevil in him. When he said, fuck it, dude, I caught myself catching feelings right then and there. It was like, here we go. Another one to thirst after. Not that he wasn't thirstable before, but Daredevil and Matt Murdock are two very different things. But, oh my gosh. High heavens. It was a great, great thing. There's so much happened in episode 6, and I don't understand when I see people say, like, oh, that wasn't that great. There were parts of it where the CGI were just, like, not it. They weren't. But I don't care about CGI. I know it's a fake show. It's a fictional show. I'm aware. I don't care. I'm good on that. But there was one thing I took an issue with. I wasn't pleased, if you could, to put it plainly. We had been waiting for Daredevil to suit up for 6 episodes now, damn near 5 hours of show. We had been waiting and waiting. And I feel like the way they showcased him in a suit when he was just kind of floating in the air, I feel like that was kind of trash. I don't even usually talk like that, but I feel like it was kind of trash. Like, that wasn't it. It wasn't important enough. They didn't do it big enough then, because it was so mid. I was just kind of like, was that like a flashback or something? Like, what is this? I really didn't think he was going to be in his suit when he fought Muse, but he was, and I was very excited about it. But I wish they would have made it a bigger thing. Like, do the superhero landing, show him off for a bit, but like, whatever. He's in the suit. I was very happy about that. But my gosh, so much happened here. We got Kingpin. We got Swordsman. We even got who might be Sin Eater from the comics, Devlin. from the New York Mutual Bank. We got Angela Del Toro, who's kind of showing us that she might be the next White Tiger. She has the anger for it. She has the thirst for revenge, which like you don't need to have, but it's a great motivator. She has her mission. She's going to go finish her uncle's investigation. She says that he told her, don't rely on anyone to do what you can do for yourself, which is a great line, by the way. That was stone cold. But she's just so young. So I really, really want to see her in the Young Avengers or Champions, whichever way they're going with this. Because, I mean, Kamala Khan's dad just did all but tell us that she's recruiting. So I think that could work. But yeah, let's talk about Muse. That scene with the two women who approached Muse and asking for a selfie is a direct nod to the original comics. Like, that happened. Except in the comics, he actually took the selfie. But they still, they still die. But it's still, like, I love how comic accurate they're going with Muse. I am obsessed with that. Like, it's not often they give us a comic accurate villain. But oh my gosh, this was the villain to do it with. I'm proud of you guys, Marvel. I think you guys are learning. Like, really learning. But there are other, like, besides, Muse, there are things that are going to come out of Muse being there, like Fisk using the Muse crisis to his own advantage. That's exactly what happened in the comics, justifying his crackdown on vigilantes in light of Muse's twisted support of the heroes in his art. And he also had a really, really big thing for Punisher. But, like, who doesn't, It's the Punisher. And we even saw Fisk's anti-vigilante task force, which is a big thing in the comics. Except in the comics, it was his own team of Thunderbolts, made up of supervillains to arrest people like the Fantastic Four, Moon Knight, Spider-Man. That's pretty cool. I like where we're going. I'm interested to see how far we go with it. If it keeps going at all. There's no way to tell. But it was an odd choice to wait till the 6th episode to give us a suit up from Daredevil and then not even make it a big deal. I feel hurt by that. I feel like that was one of those scenes that were filmed in the original show before Kevin Feige revamped. I also feel like that 5th episode was too, and they included it. Because the 5th episode makes no sense. It makes no sense. There's no ties to the story. I loved that episode. It was a cool episode. I really liked it. But it didn't go with the season. So, like, why? Couldn't that be like a bonus episode? Save it for like season 2. Make it make sense. I don't know. But it was still a really cool episode. I really liked it. But yeah. But episode 6, man, that's what it was all about. And now I'm like, now I want to know what's going to go on with Heather. She said she's writing a new book about vigilantes and that her editor was hounding her to make another book about vigilantes. But, like, why? All in all, I think it was a great episode. Both of them. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I don't understand the thought process that went into it, but who am I to complain? They've given so much in this show. It's been fantastic. So I'll take one episode that's like a one shot rather than have a pretty mid show. But I still don't understand the people's complaints though. Like, people who have said like, oh, they waited till the 6th episode to suit up. Or like, there hasn't been enough fight scenes. Did you see episode 6? Oh my gosh. When Wilson Fisk and Matt Murdock, Daredevil, were fighting in unison. Oh, just Kingpin doing Kingpin shit. And then Daredevil doing Daredevil shit. And like Muse doing Muse shit. It was fantastic. I loved it. I wanted more of it. Also, something I'm very, very, very happy with is that it wasn't the end of Muse. Thank you, Jesus. I was so nervous that Muse was done and that we wouldn't get any more of him. And now I'm so happy because he got away. I think I'm rooting for the wrong person. There's something wrong with me, I think. Because why would I be happy about that? Like, what's wrong with me? But, like, when he got away, I audibly went, yes! Like, why? Why, Megan? Why? But I dug it. I thought it was great. A good amount of comic references, I guess. The episode 5 really wasn't too many comic references. There was, like, one where Devlin, who was amongst the group that robbed the bank, he kind of looked like Sin Eater from the comics, but, like, that's it. That's it. And it was a St. Patty's Day episode. Why wouldn't you have done that the week of St. Patrick's Day? Like last week. I don't understand. I have so many questions I want answers to, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's such a small thing to complain about because they did give us 2 episodes. I think I'd be a lot more annoyed if the bank robbery episode was 1 episode per week. That would have really annoyed me, but maybe I should just stop complaining. Maybe. But I really liked it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it. If you did like it, if you hated it, if you loved it, if you also have questions, or if you found any Easter eggs in it that I didn't, because I suck at finding Easter eggs. I suck at it. But that's okay. We all have our flaws. So be sure to like and subscribe to wherever you're listening to this episode so you don't miss any more of my episodes. And if you really want to feel like a hero, share this video or podcast or whatever so everyone else can join in on the conversation. If you don't feel like it, that's okay. I get it. Whatever. But besides that, have a marvelous day.